My dear Turkish colleagues and all the Semiticians who may follow this program, I thank the organizers for the kindest invitation to say a few commemorative words of our dear distinguished colleague in semiotic, Doğan GÜNAY. I met him in several times in various symposia in Bulgaria, Greece and Turkey, Girne and Ankara. My impression on him was that he was a fundamental figure in the development of semiotics in your country, and even more in the broader European context. This was in spite of the fact that he now have relatively few publications from him in more, so to say, international languages like English, French, and other. Let me say that I feel a sympathy with him as a Finnish scholar because of our Finno-Ugrian language, which is like the Turkish and Uralic Altaic language. And so if language used has an impact on the content, on what is said, there might be some hitherto unknown parallels between our thought as well. In principle, it is highly respectable that he published in Turkish because the semiotic thought, albeit it is universal, must appear also in national languages, particularly if we want to educate new younger semiotician generations. And our colleague was not only a scholar close to his work in his room and studio, but an active cultural animator in organizing symposia and events and summer schools, as we know. Theoretically speaking, first time I heard about Turkish semiotics was in Algirdas Julian Greimas's Sémantique structurale, whose analysis on Georges Bernanos' novel Journal d'un curé à la campagne was inspired by the Turkish scholar Tahsin Yücel and his study L'imaginaire de Bernanos. Later, my contacts with your country were by Zeynep Onur, just in semiotics of architecture. She arranged, among other things, a congress in Ankara on the theme, Is it real? Professor GÜNAY as well. Yet GÜNAY's approach to semiotics was European in the sense that he followed the Paris school of Algirdas Julian Greimas. His studies on narratology, textology, théorie de l'énonciation, enunciation theory, modalities, cultural anthropology, sociolinguistics and culture, as well as discourse studies and concrete investigation on Turkish novels, followed the theoretical and canonical ideas of Greimas. However, in his later output, I noticed a growing interest to applied semiotics in the contemporary cultural field, like it has happened, I noticed, in Italian, Bulgarian, and French semiotics. He obviously wanted to follow his time and even its most controversial elements, as shows us his study together with Betul Kanakpinar and Murat Kalelioglu on the idea of post-truth in the present political life of the Europe and globally. Certainly, the Turkish Semiotics Circle, which was founded in 2020, was greatly indebted to the years-long teaching and pedagogical activities of Doğan GÜNAY. Now the circle also has its new magazine, Tamga, very welcome indeed in our field. It would have been wonderful to continue this so promising action of Turkish semiotics under the direction of Doğan GÜNAY, but life is unpredictable. However, we rejoice that his aspirations seem to be fulfilled by his colleagues who continue the ethically and intellectually highly qualified work of our Turkish archi-Semitician, Professor Doğan GÜNAY. I wish all possible success to it, and I'm so deeply glad that the Professor GÜNAY's life work has not finished, but continues and flourishes all the time. Thank you very much.